Corleone, Sicily. Mountains rise like ancient guardians over valleys covered in olive groves. Stone villages cling to hillsides where families lived for centuries unchanged. Sicily is whirled away from New York violence, from restaurant murders, from blood on white tablecloths. Michael Corleone arrives here not as conqueror, as refugee. Michael Corleone, age 25, war hero turned criminal, walks dirt roads with two bodyguards, Fabrizio and Carlo, loyal men assigned by Don Tomasino, Sicilian ally of Vito Corleone. Michael's exile is punishment and protection. He killed Virgil Sollozzo and Captain McCluskey in Louis' restaurant 3 months ago. First time pulling trigger. First time watching men die by his hand. NYPD wants him for double homicide. Rival families want him dead. Sicily is only safe place. But Michael carries weight heavier than legal danger. Psychological weight. He crossed line his father wanted him never to cross. Vito Corleone built empire so sons could be legitimate. Doctors, senators, lawyers, not killers. Michael was the good son. Dartmouth College, Marine Corps hero. Clean hands. Then Sollozzo attempted to eliminate Vito. And Michael, reluctant soldier, became family protector through murder. Now in Sicily, Michael tries remembering who he was before. The man who wanted nothing to do with family business. The veteran who believed in law and order. The son who disappointed father by enlisting. That man feels distant, fading like photograph left too long in sunlight. Every night Michael closes eyes and sees Sollozzo's face. McCluskey's shocked expression. Blood spreading across restaurant floor. Sleep comes rarely. Peace, never. Don Tomasino, 70 years old, wheelchair-bound from old vendetta, offers sanctuary. Villa outside Corleone village. Meals with local families. Walks through countryside. Time heals, Michael. Tomasino says with gentle wisdom. Sicily heals faster. Here, vendetta is understood. You protected family. This is honorable, not shameful. But Michael feels shame anyway. American shame mixed with Italian honor. Contradiction tears him apart. Days pass slowly. Michael walks, observes, thinks. Sicily operates by different rules than New York. Here, family loyalty isn't crime, it's duty. Here, revenge for attempted murder isn't evil, it's justice. Slowly, very slowly, guilt loosens grip. Not disappearing, just becoming bearable. Michael begins sleeping 5 hours instead of 3, eating without tasting metal, existing without constant numbness. Then April morning changes everything. Michael walks with Fabrizio and Carlo through village on way to Don Tomasino's villa. Country road, stone walls covered in wildflowers, sheep grazing in distance, peaceful scene from centuries ago. Suddenly Michael stops walking, frozen, staring. Standing near roadside fountain is girl, 17 years old, black hair cascading down shoulders, dark eyes reflecting Mediterranean sun, simple dress, no makeup, natural beauty that hits Michael like physical blow. Sicilians call it fulmine, thunderbolt, moment when man sees woman destined for him. Michael feels electricity surge through body. First genuine emotion since restaurant. Not guilt, not numbness, something else, something forgotten. Hope. Girl notices Michael staring, blushes, looks away modestly. Her mother appears, pulls her protectively toward house. Fabrizio laughs seeing Michael's expression. You got hit by thunderbolt, Don Michael. That's Apollonia Vitelli, daughter of local farmer, good family, very traditional. Michael barely hears words, still watching house where she vanished. Heart pounds, alive, truly alive, first time in months. Carlo grins. Don Michael, you want meter? We arrange properly, through father, Sicilian way. Michael nods slowly, realizes something profound. Maybe he isn't lost forever. Maybe part of him that could feel joy still exists, buried but breathing. And this girl, this Apollonia, might be key to finding that part again. To being Michael Corleone before blood, before darkness, before transformation into thing he never wanted to become. She might be salvation, his last chance at humanity. April 1946. 3 days after the thunderbolt. Michael cannot stop thinking about Apollonia Vitelli. Her face appears in dreams now instead of Sollozzo's corpse, morning light instead of restaurant darkness. This shift feels significant. First time in months that sleep brings something other than nightmares. Fabrizio notices change. Don Michael, you smile now. Sicilian air agrees with you. Or maybe Sicilian girl agrees more. Don Tomasino arranges proper introduction through traditional channels, sends intermediary to Signor Vitelli, Apollonia's father. Message delivered with respect. Michael Corleone, son of Don Vito Corleone of New York, requests permission to court your daughter Apollonia. His intentions are honorable. His family is respected. He offers protection, partnership, future. Sicilian courtship operates by ancient rules. No casual dating, no American informality, either serious matrimonial intentions or nothing. Signor Vitelli, farmer who works same land his grandfather worked, considers carefully. Corleone name carries weight even here. Don Vito helped Sicily during war, sent money when Mussolini's government took everything. Reputation matters. After 2 days' deliberation, Vitelli sends response. Michael Corleone may call on Apollonia. Supervised, traditional courtship. We see if match is blessed. First official meeting happens Sunday after church. Vitelli home, stone farmhouse with views of valley. Apollonia wears white dress, hair braided, hands folded nervously. Michael arrives with Fabrizio and Calo as chaperones. Don Tomasino accompanies for propriety. Signora Vitelli serves coffee and pastries. Conversation is formal. Stiff. Michael's Italian, learned from Vito but rusty, stumbles occasionally. But when Michael looks at Apollonia, language becomes irrelevant. She meets his gaze briefly, smiles. Small smile but genuine. In that moment, Michael feels something crack inside, not breaking, opening. Wall built since restaurant murder develops first fracture. Light enters darkness. He realizes he's been holding breath for 3 months. Now finally he exhales. Courtship proceeds according to Sicilian tradition. Michael visits Vitelli home 3 times weekly, always supervised. Mother or father present. Conversations remain proper. But Michael notices everything. How Apollonia laughs at his awkward Italian. How she corrects pronunciation gently. How her eyes brighten discussing simple things. Her favorite flowers. Songs she sings while working. Dreams of traveling someday beyond village. Michael begins teaching Apollonia English. This becomes their private connection despite chaperone presence. My name is Michael, he says slowly. She repeats, my name Apollonia. American accent thick but adorable. They practice phrases. Good morning. Thank you. You're beautiful. This last one Michael says without translating first. Apollonia blushes understanding anyway. Some words need no dictionary. Weeks pass. Michael transforms visibly. Fabrizio reports to Don Tomasino. Don Michael is different man. Eats full meals. Sleeps through night. Laughs at jokes. The cold American soldier melts under Sicilian sun. Tomasino nods wisely. Love is better medicine than time. Apollonia gives him reason to be human again, not just Corleone, Michael. One evening, walking Apollonia home with parents trailing respectfully behind, Michael asks in careful Italian, Apollonia, I am not simple man. My family, complicated. America is different than Sicily. Dangerous sometimes. But with you, I feel clean, like maybe I can be good man. Not just soldier, not just what I became. Do you understand? Apollonia stops walking, looks at him with wisdom beyond 17 years. Michael, everyone has darkness. You protected family. This I understand. What matters is what you choose now. With me, you choose light. So I choose you. Michael feels tears threaten. First tears since childhood. Not from sadness, from relief. She sees him, truly sees him, sees the murders, the guilt, the transformation he fears, and chooses him anyway, not despite darkness, because she believes in light still inside. Signor Vitelli grants permission for marriage after 6 weeks courtship. Longer than typical Sicilian engagement, but Michael is American. Foreign customs require adjustment. Plus, Vitelli wants ensuring daughter truly understands man she marries. He killed men, Apollonia, father says bluntly. He will kill again if family requires. This is Corleone way. Can you accept? Apollonia answers without hesitation. He killed to protect father. I would do same. He is good man who did necessary thing. Yes, Papa, I accept. Wedding preparation begins. Small ceremony. Village church. Traditional Sicilian customs. White dress sewn by Apollonia's mother. Flowers picked from hillsides. Musicians from neighboring village. Meal prepared by extended family. Everything simple but sacred. Michael writes letter to Vito describing Apollonia. Father, I found something I thought lost forever. Joy. She makes me remember why living matters. Maybe I can stay here. Build different life. Be man you wanted before I became soldier. Please give blessing. Vito's response arrives 3 weeks later. Michael, my son, your happiness is my blessing. Sicily is good for you. Stay, heal, love. Family business continues without you. Tom manages well. Sonny learns patience slowly. Your brothers and sisters send love. Marry Apollonia with my full blessing. Build life you deserve. You paid debt to family already. Now live for yourself. Michael reads letter 5 times. Permission to escape. Permission to be normal. Permission to choose love over duty. For first time since restaurant, Michael allows himself hope. Real hope. Not just absence of despair, but presence of future. Maybe destiny isn't fixed. Maybe Dartmouth graduate who wanted legitimate life can still exist. Maybe Apollonia is not just distraction, but actual salvation. Wedding day arrives July 1946. Small church packed with villagers. Apollonia walks aisle in simple white dress. Face radiant. Michael waits at altar in dark suit. When priest asks if he takes Apollonia as wife, Michael's voice breaks slightly. I do. English words in Italian ceremony. Symbolic. 2 worlds merging. When they kiss, congregation applauds. Fabrizio throws rice. Carlo plays mandolin. Don Tomasino weeps openly. Reception continues until midnight. Dancing, singing, wine flowing freely. Michael dances with Apollonia under stars. She whispers in improving English. I make you happy, husband? Michael responds in improving Italian. You make me human again, wife. This is more than happy. This is miracle. They retire to small cottage prepared by Vitelli family. First night as married couple. First night Michael sleeps entire night without nightmares. Apollonia's breathing beside him is medicine no doctor could prescribe. Weeks that follow are happiest Michael experienced since before war. Simple mornings, breakfast together, walking hillsides, teaching Apollonia English while she teaches him Sicilian dialect. Evenings with Vitelli family, planning future. Apollonia wants children, 3 at least. Michael imagines different life. Farming, maybe importing Sicilian goods to America. Legitimate business, clean money, clean conscience. 1 month into marriage, Michael writes Kay Adams, college sweetheart he abandoned when becoming family protector. Letter says, Kay, I found peace here. Met woman who loves me despite everything. I am happy, really happy. Maybe someday I return to America as man I was, not monster I became. Keep faith. Michael. He sees letter, hands to Fabrizio for mailing, feels closure, moving forward, not backward. Apollonia is future, Kay is past. Sicily is home now, forever, or so he believes, in July 1946. Before destiny catches him, before 3 seconds destroy everything, before salvation becomes tragedy, before Michael Corleone dies and Don Michael is born. August 1946. 2 months into marriage, Michael and Apollonia live in small cottage near Vitelli farm. Life settles into rhythm of contentment. Mornings begin with coffee, prepared by Apollonia. She learns his American preferences, less sugar, stronger brew. Michael teaches her more English over breakfast. Today's beautiful day, she repeats carefully. Today's beautiful day. They laugh when accent makes beautiful sound, like three separate words. But outside their cottage walls, world continues turning. Violence Michael escaped in New York doesn't forget him. News arrives in letters from Tom Hagen, careful language, coded phrases, but message clear. 5 families. War escalating. Sonny Corleone, Michael's hot-tempered brother, leads family into conflicts Vito would avoid. Tattaglia family attacks. Corleone businesses. Barzini family orchestrates behind scenes. Cuneo and Strachey families take sides. New York bleeds while Michael lives in Sicilian paradise. Don Tomasino brings letters personally, reads them to Michael in private. One letter particularly concerning. Michael, your exile may need extending. Situation volatile. Stay safe in Sicily. Don't consider returning yet. Sonny handles operations, but situation requires careful management. Your time will come. Be patient. Love, Tom. Michael folds letter. Looks toward cottage where Apollonia hangs laundry. Simple domestic scene. World away from gang wars. Don Tomasino, maybe I stay here forever. Michael says quietly. Build different life. Apollonia pregnant already. I feel it. Maybe my son grows up Sicilian, never knows violence, never knows what his father did. Tomasino studies Michael with eyes that saw too much life. Michael, destiny is not so easily escaped. You are Corleone. This means something. Enjoy peace while it lasts, but don't believe it lasts forever. Words prove prophetic, but Michael ignores them. Too happy to accept darkness approaching. Apollonia transforms him daily. Guilt about restaurant murders fades, not disappearing, just becoming part of past instead of present. Michael laughs easily now, plays cards with local men, attends village festivals, becomes part of community. Michelo Americano, they call him, the American Michael who married local girl and chose Sicily over violence. September arrives, heat breaks, autumn coolness returns to hills, grape harvest begins. Michael helps Vitelli family pick grapes. Manual labor feels purifying. Hands that killed now create. Apollonia works alongside him. Her stomach shows small curve. Michael's suspicion confirmed. Baby coming. First Corleone grandchild, born on Sicilian soil. Vito will be pleased. Legacy continues in place it began. But while Michael builds future, past catches up. Fabrizio, one of 2 bodyguards, grows increasingly bitter. Watches Michael's happiness with jealousy eating his soul. Fabrizio lives in poverty. Michael lives in love. Fabrizio serves. Michael commands. Resentment builds like pressure in closed vessel. Seeking release. Release arrives as messenger. Man from Palermo, well dressed, offers Fabrizio cigarette. They smoke in village cafe. Conversation appears casual, but words carry weight. Your Don Michael is son of Vito Corleone, enemy of Barzini family, man who killed Sollozzo. We know where he hides. Sicily protects him, but Sicily can't protect forever. We pay good money for cooperation. 20,000 lire, just information. When he travels, where he goes, small things. Fabrizio hesitates. Betraying hospitality violates Sicilian code, but 20,000 lire is fortune. His family starves while he guards a rich American. What kind information? Fabrizio asks. Messenger smiles. Nothing violent, we promise. Just want to know his movements, for our records, business purposes. Lie is obvious, but Fabrizio wants to believe, needs to believe, takes money. Begins reporting Michael's schedule to contacts in Palermo. Weeks pass, reports continue, then instructions change. Messenger returns. October evening. We need bigger favor. Michael has car, Alfa Romeo, beautiful machine. He drives sometimes with young wife. We need small device placed on the hood. Simple mechanical adjustment. No one hurt, just message sent. Show that Sicily isn't safe forever. You can do this? Fabrizio understands now. Not information gathering. Assassination attempt. Bomb meant for Michael, but 20,000 lire already spent. Family debt paid. Mother's medicine purchased. Sister's dowry started. Blood money soaked deep. Fabrizio trapped by own greed. If I refuse? He asks weakly. Messenger's smile disappears. Then we report to Don Tomasino that you already betrayed Michael, gave us schedules. Sicilian justice for traitors is unpleasant. Better finish job. Get second payment. Disappear to mainland. We provide new identity, new life, family taken care of forever. Fabrizio agrees, with soul dying inside him. Receives small package, explosive device, simple trigger mechanism. Wire connects to ignition. Turn key, circuit completes, bomb detonates. 3 seconds from engine start to explosion. Kills driver instantly, maybe passenger too. Fabrizio practices installation on stolen vehicle in distant village. Works perfectly. Terrible, perfect efficiency. October 15th, night before tragedy. Fabrizio waits until Michael and Apollonia sleep. Approaches Alfa Romeo parked outside cottage. Moon provides enough light. Hands shake but training steadies them. Opens hood carefully. Silent. Locates ignition wire. Attaches device. Conceals it behind engine block. Closes hood gently. Done. Bomb armed. Waiting. Fabrizio walks away feeling like ghost. Already dead inside. Morning, October 16th. Beautiful day. Clear sky. Warm sun despite autumn season. Michael wakes to Apollonia's kiss. Buongiorno, husband. She practices Italian greeting. Michael responds in English. Good morning, wife. Their private language game. She announces surprise. Today I learned drive your car. You teach me, like English, like cooking, like everything. I want drive Alfa Romeo. Michael hesitates. Sicilian women rarely drive. Traditional customs discourage it. But Apollonia is different. Modern despite village upbringing. Wants learning everything American. Besides, Michael thinks, what harm? Roads empty this time of day. Safe lesson. Okay, he agrees. After breakfast, I teach you. Fabrizio overhears plan. Realizes horror. Apollonia will drive. Bomb meant for Michael will kill her instead. Innocent girl who never harmed anyone. Fabrizio's hands shake, holding coffee cup. Must warn them, must stop this. But how without revealing betrayal? If Michael discovers bomb, traces lead to Fabrizio. Sicilian justice follows. No escape. Fabrizio considers options desperately. Could sabotage car differently, flatten tire, cut fuel line. But Michael would investigate. Find bomb anyway. Could confess to Don Tomasino. Beg protection. But confession means certain death. Don Tomasino shows no mercy to traitors. Could flee now. Run before explosion. But family stays behind. Barzini contacts would punish them. Paralyzed by fear and guilt, Fabrizio does nothing. Watches Michael and Apollonia finish breakfast. Watches them walk hand in hand toward Alfa Romeo. Watches Apollonia excited like child. Michelo, teach me American things. She calls to Kalo, other bodyguard. Kalo laughs. Don Michael, your wife is modern woman. Next she wants vote. Everyone laughs. Last moment of innocent joy before world ends. Michael walks around car to driver's side. Plans to sit with Apollonia. Demonstrate controls first. But Apollonia, impulsive. Runs ahead. No, I try myself first. Like big surprise. She slides into driver's seat. Hands on steering wheel. Grinning with excitement. Michael sees her joy. Smiles indulgently. Okay, but don't start engine yet. Let me explain. Then Michael freezes. Sees something. Small wire visible under dashboard. Doesn't belong. Wrong color. Wrong position. Combat instincts from Marines trigger. Bomb. He knows instantly. 3 seconds until death. Apollonia, don't touch anything. He screams. Runs toward car. But Apollonia, not understanding English urgency, thinks he jokes. Laughing, she turns key. Engine starts. Circuit completes. Time stops. Michael still running. Apollonia still smiling. Then universe explodes into fire. October 16th, 1946. 9:47 a.m. Sicilian morning perfect and clear. Michael Corleone runs toward Alfa Romeo, mouth open screaming. Apollonia, stop! Words in English, panic in Italian, universal language of terror. But Apollonia doesn't understand urgency. Thinks husband jokes. Laughing, face radiant with joy, she turns ignition key. Engine catches. Electrical circuit completes. Wire connects to detonator. 3 seconds. First second. Michael still running. 10 feet from car. Sees Apollonia's smile through windshield. Last image of her alive. Happy, excited, innocent, playing with new toy like child. No comprehension of death arriving. Fabrizio frozen near cottage. Knows what comes. Cannot move. Cannot speak. Paralyzed by guilt and horror. Carlo turns towards sound of engine starting. Notices nothing wrong. Just another morning, second. Michael's combat instincts scream. Bomb. His mind calculates trajectory, speed, distance, physics of death. Won't reach her. Can't stop this. Mathematical certainty of tragedy. Everything slows. Universe becomes amber. Preserving final moment before world ends. Apollonia's hand on steering wheel. Wedding ring catching sunlight. Belly showing curve of unborn child. 3 lives about to vanish. Michael's legs pump. Useless, too slow. Always too slow. 3rd second. Explosion. Fire erupts from under hood. Orange flame mixed with black smoke. Shockwave radiates outward. Glass shatters. Metal tears. Alfa Romeo becomes fireball. Apollonia's scream cuts through morning. Single note of pure terror. Then silence. Deadly silence worse than screaming. Car door blown off. Apollonia's body thrown. Ragdoll physics. Human form shouldn't move that way. She lands 15 feet from burning wreckage. Dress on fire. Hair burning. Skin blackened. Not moving. Michael reaches her. Throws himself down. Tries smothering flames with bare hands. Skin blisters. Doesn't feel pain. Apollonia. Name repeated like prayer. Like magic word that reverses tragedy. But prayers don't work. Magic doesn't exist. Only physics. Biology. Death. Her eyes open briefly. Look at Michael. Recognition flickers. Confusion. Why am I burning? Why does everything hurt? Then eyes go blank. Seeing nothing. Seeing forever. Gone. Kalo arrives. Pulls Michael away. Don Michael, she's dead. Nothing you can do. Michael fights him. Rabid animal trying to reach prey. No, she's alive. Get doctor, get doctor. Screaming in English, Italian, Sicilian dialect, inventing new languages in desperation. But body knows truth, mind rejects. Apollonia Vitelli Corleone, age 17, married 2 months, pregnant 6 weeks, dead in 3 seconds. Don Tomasino appears, wheelchair pushed by servant, takes control with practiced authority. Carlo, get Don Michael away from body. Fabrizio, call doctor and priest, hurry. But Fabrizio already running, not toward village, away, toward hills, toward escape. Guilt painted on face like blood. Don Tomasino notices. Stop that man, he knows something. Too late. Fabrizio disappears into olive groves. Years later, Michael will hunt him, find him, execute him with shotgun blast. But now, Fabrizio escapes, leaves Michael holding dead wife's body. Doctor arrives 20 minutes later, pronounces obvious. She died instantly, Don Michael, didn't suffer. Lies meant as comfort. Apollonia suffered. 3 seconds of knowing, understanding, experiencing death, approaching at speed of electricity, suffered lifetime compressed into moment. Michael knows doctor lies, doesn't correct him, busy dying inside. Signor and Signora Vitelli arrive. Mother collapses seeing daughter's charred body. Father stands frozen, face carved from stone, no tears. Sicilian men don't cry publicly, but soul weeps, loud enough to hear across valley. Who did this? Vitelli asks with voice like gravel. Don Tomasino shakes head. Bomb meant for Michael. Apollonia accident. Terrible accident. Vitelli turns to Michael, eyes holding question. Your fault? Your world killed my daughter? Michael cannot meet his gaze. Yes, my fault. My world. My violence. Followed me to Sicily. Found salvation I tried building. Destroyed it. Destroyed her. Everything I touch becomes ash. Restaurant, Apollonia. Soon K. Soon everyone. I am plague. Death walks with me. Wears my face, uses my hands. Apollonia was collateral damage. In war, I started by refusing to accept destiny. Priest performs last rites over body. Latin words sound hollow. God isn't here. Abandoned this place when bomb planted, when choice made, when Fabrizio accepted blood money. Where was God during 3 seconds? Watching, recording, indifferent? Michael stops believing in God this moment. If God exists, he's enemy. Allows innocent girls to burn, permits salvation to explode, stands aside while humanity dies. They carry Apollonia to Vitelli home, prepare body for burial, traditional Sicilian customs. Women wash her, dress her in white, same dress worn at wedding 2 months ago. Morbid symmetry, born into marriage, died in marriage, brief life bracketed by white fabric. Michael sits outside, cannot look, cannot help, cannot function. Brain shut down protecting itself. Too much pain. System overload. Biological mercy grants numbness. Hours pass. Sun crosses sky. Michael doesn't move. Statue sitting on stone wall. Kalo brings water. Michael doesn't drink. Brings food. Michael doesn't eat. Brings blanket when evening cools. Michael doesn't acknowledge, just sits, staring at nothing, seeing everything. Apollonia's smile, her laughter, her broken English. Today's beautiful day. Last morning, last breakfast, last words, last everything. Memory torture device, replaying loop infinitely. Don Tomasino wheels close, speaks gently. Michael, you must eat, must rest, funeral tomorrow. Apollonia's family needs to see you strong. Michael responds with voice dead as wife. Strong? I got her killed, Don Tomasino. My past, my enemies, my destiny caught up. She was innocent, only wanted to learn English, drive car, be modern woman, and I put her in car bomb meant for me. Tomasino sighs. Michael, this is mafia life. Family pays price for our choices. Apollonia knew who you were, chose you anyway, loved you anyway. Her death is tragedy, not your fault, Fabrizio's fault. Men who sent him, system that creates such men, not you. But Michael doesn't believe, knows truth. Chose family over K, chose to kill Sollozzo, chose to be Corleone. Every choice led here. Linear path from restaurant to burning car, cause and effect. Newton's laws applied to human souls. Night falls completely. Stars emerge, same stars that witnessed wedding night. Indifferent celestial witnesses. Michael finally moves, stands slowly, joints stiff from hours motionless, walks to cottage, their cottage, bed still unmade from this morning, her dress laid out for tomorrow. Books for learning English scattered on table, life interrupted mid-sentence. Michael picks up photograph. Wedding day, Apollonia glowing, Michael smiling, real smile, lost real smile. He stares at image, realizes with cold clarity, man in photograph is dead, died with Apollonia. What remains is shell, animated corpse, function without feeling, destiny without choice. Michael sets photograph down, face blank, eyes empty, heart stopped beating though body continues. Transformation begins this moment, not complete yet, but initiated, irreversible. College boy who wanted legitimate life, dead. Reluctant soldier who killed to protect father, dead. Husband who found salvation in Sicilian girl, dead. Only thing surviving is Corleone. Don Michael, cold strategist, ruthless calculator, monster hiding in human skin. Apollonia was last chance, last humanity, last light. Explosion extinguished everything. Left darkness, complete darkness, permanent darkness, comfortable darkness. Michael walks back outside, finds Don Tomasino, speaks with voice containing no emotion, no warmth, no pain, just cold fact. I return to America, soon as possible, arrange it. Tomasino studies him. Michael, maybe wait, grieve first, then decide. Michael interrupts. No grief, only business. Sonny needs help, family needs protection. I understand now. Father was right, this is what I am. Soldier, Don, Corleone, Nothing else matters. Apollonia taught me final lesson. Love is weakness, happiness is target. Only way to protect family is never love again. Be cold, be ruthless, be what I tried escaping. Destiny won't be denied. Tommasino nods slowly, sees truth in Michael's dead eyes. Boy arrives Sicily, man leaving. Wrong kind of man without soul, man without mercy, man molded by tragedy into weapon. I arrange transport, weak maybe. Michael nods, returns to cottage, sits in darkness, doesn't sleep, doesn't cry, doesn't feel, just sits, calculating, planning, remembering who killed Apollonia. Barzini family ordered hit. Michael will remember, will wait, will become dawn, then will destroy Barzini completely, not just kill him, eliminate entire family, children, grandchildren, legacy erased. This is promise Michael makes sitting in darkness beside empty bed, still smelling of Apollonia's perfume. Promise that becomes prophecy, that shapes next 30 years, that costs everything, that makes him Godfather. Outside, Alfa Romeo still burns. Smaller flames now, metal cooling, ash settling. Tomorrow they bury Apollonia. Next week Michael leaves Sicily, forever, never returns, can't. Place holds too much pain, too much lost innocence, too much burned salvation. Sicily was supposed to be escape, became tomb, for Apollonia, for Michael's humanity, for hope. Fire consumes everything, leaves only Corleone. And Corleone family doesn't forgive, doesn't forget, doesn't feel, only survives, only wins, only endures through cold calculation and colder heart. This is Apollonia's legacy. This is gift her death gives. This is tragedy that creates monster. In 3 seconds, one explosion, infinite consequences. October 17th, 1946, day after explosion, funeral for Apollonia. Vitelli, Corleone. Village church packed with mourners, black clothing everywhere. Sicilian tradition demands elaborate grief. Women wail, men stand silent. Incense smoke fills air mixing with smell of flowers. Too many flowers, white lilies covering simple wooden casket. Apollonia inside, dressed in wedding gown, face reconstructed by mortician, almost looks peaceful, almost looks alive. But Michael knows difference. Dead is dead. No almost exists. Michael sits front pew, doesn't cry, doesn't speak, doesn't move. Statue carved from ice. Signor Vitelli sits beside him, father who lost daughter. Both victims of same violence, different responses. Vitelli weeps openly. Sicilian honor permits father's tears for daughter. Michael remains dry-eyed, not from strength, from emptiness. Tears require feeling. Michael feels nothing. Shock creates blessed numbness. Body's defense mechanism against unbearable pain. Priest delivers eulogy in Sicilian dialect. Apollonia was light of this village, joy incarnate. Taken too soon, by violence incomprehensible, God tests us with such losses. But heaven gains angel, while earth loses flower. Beautiful words, meaningless words. Michael doesn't hear them, hears only explosion, sees only fire, smells only burning flesh. Loop playing endlessly, will play for decades, will play when he's 70, when he's dying. Final memory before death. Apollonia burning, forever burning. Service ends, casket carried to cemetery. Small plot overlooking valley. Same valley where Michael first saw her. Full circle, born here, married here, died here, buried here. Complete Sicilian life compressed into 17 years. Michael watches workers lower casket into ground. Dirt falls. Each shovelful covers more white wood, burying not just body, burying hope, burying humanity, burying Michael Corleone who could still love. Don Tommasino approaches after burial. Michael, you need time. Stay in Sicily. Heal before returning America. Michael responds with voice devoid of emotion. No healing, only revenge. Arrange transport immediately, 3 days maximum. Tommasino recognizes tone. Heard it before in old vendetta days. Tone of man who decided killing is answer. Michael, revenge won't bring her back. Michael finally looks at him, eyes completely dead. Not trying to bring back, trying to prevent feeling her loss. Only way is becoming someone who can't feel anything. Cold, efficient. Dawn, October 20th, 1946. Michael boards boat to America. Leaves Sicily forever. Cannot return. Too many ghosts. Too much pain. Apollonia buried in earth. Michael's humanity buried with her. Don Tomasino watches departure from dock. Wheelchair parked at water's edge. Knows he'll never see Michael again. Not real Michael anyway. Whatever returns to America will wear Michael's face, speak with Michael's voice. But soul? Gone. Burned in Alfa Romeo with Sicilian girl who loved American soldier. Boat journey takes 12 days. Michael stands at railing, watching Mediterranean become Atlantic. Ocean crossing symbolic. Leaving old world, returning to new, but returning different. Letters from Tom Hagen wait in cabin. Updates about family situation. Sonny dead. Killed at Causeway toll booth. Vito recovering from assassination attempt. Family weak. Enemies circling. Needs Michael. Needs cold strategist. Needs Dawn. Timing perfect. Tragedy creates exactly what family requires. Michael reads letters without emotion. Sonny's death should devastate. Instead feels only calculation. How does this change power balance? What opportunities emerge? Brother's death becomes chess move. This is transformation. This is monster emerging. November 1946. Michael arrives New York. Vito waits at dock. Father and son embrace. Vito feels difference immediately. Holds Michael at arm's length. Studies face. My son, I'm sorry about Apollonia. Tragedy beyond words. Michael responds flatly. She's dead. Sonny's dead. Crying doesn't help. Working helps. Destroying enemies helps. Tell me what you need. Vito hears coldness, recognizes it. Same coldness he developed after Fanucci killed his family in Sicily decades ago. Same emotional shutdown protecting against unbearable pain. But Vito hoped Michael would escape this fate. Hoped one son could stay human. Michael, take time. Grieve properly. Then we discuss business. Michael shakes head. Grief is luxury. Business is necessity. I understand now, Father. Family survives by being stronger than enemies. Not nicer, not more moral, stronger. I'm ready to be strong. December 1946. Michael reunites with Kay Adams. She waits at her parents' home in New Hampshire. Still loves him, still believes they'll marry, still thinks he's same man who left for Sicily. Opens door, seeing Michael standing on porch. Runs to him, embraces him. Michael, thank God you're safe. I heard about wife. I'm so sorry. Michael returns. Embrace mechanically. Arms moving correctly. No warmth behind gesture. Kay pulls back, sees his eyes. Michael, are you okay? He lies smoothly. I'm fine, Kay. Tragedy happened. Life continues. I want us to marry, soon as possible. Build life together like we planned before war. Kay hears words, misses emptiness underneath, wants to believe so desperately that she ignores warning signs. Yes, yes, Michael. We'll be happy, you'll see. We'll have children, normal life, away from family business, just us. Michael nods, lies again. Just us. But already knows truth. No just us exists. Only family, only business, only revenge. Kay is prop now. Respectable wife for man becoming Don. Protestant background makes Corleone seem legitimate. Children shall provide continue Corleone line. Love, not required, not even desired. Love creates vulnerability. Apollonia proved this. Love makes you weak, makes you hurt, makes you human. Michael finished being human. January 1947. Michael and Kay marry. Simple ceremony. Small guest list. Vito attends looking pleased. Publicly, worried privately, sees son going through motions, playing role, no joy visible. Same blankness Michael showed at Apollonia's funeral. Tom Hagen serves as best man, whispers during reception. Michael, you sure about this? Kay doesn't know what she's marrying into. Michael responds coldly. She knows enough. I offered honest partnership. She accepted. Transaction complete. Transaction? Tom repeats with concern. Michael, marriage is more than transaction. Michael looks at him, eyes empty as space. Everything is transaction, Tom. Love is transaction. Loyalty is transaction. Life is series of calculations determining who gains power and who loses. Apollonia taught me this. Her love made me vulnerable. Enemies exploited vulnerability. Never again. K is strategic alliance, provides legitimacy, stability, future, emotions not involved. K overhears last part, face goes pale, but convinces herself Michael speaks from grief. Time will heal him. She'll make him happy again. She's wrong. Time doesn't heal this wound. Time just scabs over opening. Underneath, infection spreads, poisoning everything, creating monster. 1947-1950. 3 years pass. Michael transforms from reluctant soldier to calculated don. Vito watches with mixed pride and sadness. Pride because Michael proves brilliant strategist. Sadness because son he tried protecting becomes exactly what he feared. Cold, ruthless, efficient. Perfect dawn for dangerous times. Michael learns business systematically, studies organizations, memorizes names, identifies weaknesses, plans responses, never emotional, always logical. When Vito suggests showing mercy to small-time operator, Michael responds, "Mercy is weakness enemies exploit. You showed mercy to Finucci initially. He extorted you. Mercy gets you killed." Vito has no answer. Michael speaks truth. Vito spent decades learning. Son learned in 3 seconds. Explosion compressed decades of hard lessons into single moment. Kay tries reaching him, cooking favorite meals, planning romantic evenings, talking about future. Michael participates mechanically, says correct words, makes appropriate gestures, but never truly present, always calculating something, planning something, working toward destruction of enemies who killed Apollonia, particularly Barzini family. Michael discovers Barzini orchestrated hit, remembers, waits, plans perfect revenge taking 5 years to execute. Kay becomes pregnant 1948, gives birth to son Anthony January 1949. Michael holds baby, shows no emotion. Kay cries, "Michael, don't you feel anything? This is our son." Michael responds honestly, "I feel responsibility, must protect him, ensure he grows strong." Emotions? No. Lost those in Sicily. Kay realizes finally. Man she loved is gone, replaced by cold operator wearing Michael's face. She married Ghost. Too late to leave now. Baby binds them. Family binds them. Corleone name binds them. Vito suffers massive heart attack. Survives barely. Summons Michael to bedside. "My son, I retire. You become Dawn. But promise me. Try finding humanity again. Don't let Sicily destroy you forever. Apollonia wouldn't want this." Michael responds, "Apollonia wanted me alive. I'm alive. This is enough." Vito closes eyes. Knows he failed. Saved Michael from prosecution. Couldn't save Michael from becoming monster. Michael assumes control officially. First act, consolidate power. Second act, plan destruction of 5 families, not just Barzini, all of them. Tartaglia, Cuneo, Stracci, Mo Green in Vegas, everyone who threatened Corleones. Plans taking 3 years to prepare, involve buying judges, corrupting officials, positioning soldiers, building empire strong enough to survive simultaneous strikes against all enemies. Kay watches transformation complete itself. Michael who laughed in Sicily? Dead. Michael who wrote romantic letters? Dead. Husband who loved her? Never existed. Only Don Michael remains, cold, calculating, unreachable. She asks one night, "Michael, will you ever love me like you loved her?" Michael considers question seriously, answers honestly, "No. That part died with Apollonia. What remains loves family, protects family, serves family. Personal love? Luxury I can't afford, makes me weak. Weakness gets people killed. I won't be weak again, ever." Kay cries silently. Michael doesn't comfort, doesn't apologize, simply states fact. This is who he is now, This is what Apollonia's death created. Perfect dawn, perfect monster, perfect tragedy. College boy who wanted legitimate life, dead. War hero who believed in honor, dead. Husband who could love, dead. Only Corleone remains, and Corleone doesn't feel, doesn't forgive, doesn't forget, only plans, only executes, only survives. This is Apollonia's legacy. This is her gift purchased with life. This is transformation 3 seconds created. Permanent, irreversible, complete. 9 years after Apollonia's death, Michael Corleone, 34 years old, sits behind desk in Lake Tahoe compound. Dawn of Corleone family, most powerful mafia organization in America, controls Vegas gambling, union pension funds, politicians from mayors to senators, judges, police chiefs, legitimate businesses fronting criminal empire. Exactly what Vito built, but larger, colder, more efficient. Michael perfected what father started, removed emotion, added calculation. Result? Empire worth hundreds of millions. Cost? Everything human. Kay watches from doorway. Husband. She married 8 years ago, barely recognizable. 2 children now. Anthony, 6 years old. Mary, 3. Michael provides materially. Mansion, security, luxury, but emotionally, absent. Plays with children mechanically. Says correct words. Never truly present. Always calculating. Planning. Working toward goal only he fully understands. Kay tried reaching him for years. Gave up recently. Accepted reality. She married Don Corleone. Michael died in Sicily with Apollonia. Tom Hagen enters study. Consigliere. Adopted brother. Only person Michael trusts completely. Michael, everything is ready. Baptism scheduled Sunday. All family heads attending ceremony as agreed. Peace summit complete. Papers signed. 5 families recognize Corleone dominance. Barzini agreed personal. Tattaglia. Cuneo. Straici. Mo Green flies from Vegas. Everyone convinced war is over. Michael nods slowly. Good, very good. And our people, positioned correctly? Tom consults notes. Clemenza's men outside church. Rocco watching Barzini's movements. Neri tracking Tattaglia. Willie Chichi on Cuneo. Everyone has assignments. Windows aligned perfectly. Sunday 3 p.m. During baptism ceremony, simultaneous strikes. By time ceremony ends, 5 family heads dead. Vegas clean. New York hours completely. Kay overhears conversation from hallway. Blood drains from face. Realizes what Sunday means. Not just baptism of Connie's baby. Execution day. Mass elimination. Michael planned this for months, maybe years. Used peace negotiations as cover. Lulled enemies into false security. Then strikes when guards down, during sacred ceremony. Using family event as alibi. Brilliance makes her sick. Ruthlessness terrifies her. This isn't husband. This is predator wearing wedding ring. Friday evening, family dinner. Vito Corleone, retired Don, plays with grandchildren in garden. Heart weak. Doctor gives him months maybe. Vito knows end approaches. Wants seeing Michael settle before death. But settles wrong way. Not legitimate businessman. Criminal mastermind. Vito's dream died with Michael's humanity. Father accepts failure now. Watches Michael with sad understanding. Sees himself. Sees what mafia creates. Monsters hiding in human skin. Connie Corleone, Michael's sister, asks question innocently. Michael, Carlo wants working closer with family. He says you exclude him. Why? Carlo Rizzi. Connie's abusive husband. Man who betrayed Sonny. Set up ambush that killed Michael's brother. Michael knows this. Waited patiently for right moment. Carlo helps where needed, Connie. Don't worry about business. Answer dismisses topic, but Michael's eyes meet Tom's. Silent communication. Carlo on list too. Sunday eliminates everyone, traitors and enemies together. Sunday morning, December 1955. Church ceremony begins. Baby baptized. Michael stands as Godfather. Holds infant. Promises renouncing Satan. Promises defending faith. Irony thick as blood. While promising godly protection, Michael's soldiers prepare ungodly violence. Priest asks, "Do you renounce Satan?" Michael responds clearly, I do renounce him. Camera holds on face, blank, emotionless, words meaning nothing. Ceremony is theater. Real business happens simultaneously across city. Intercut scenes, Michael at baptism font, soldiers approaching targets, Latin prayers, footsteps on pavement, holy water blessing, guns loading, baby crying, elevators rising. Do you believe in God? I do believe. Clemenza entering Barzini's building. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? I do believe. Neri cornering Tatalia, back and forth, sacred and profane, life and death, Michael standing calm while ordering massacre. Clemenza shoots Barzini on courthouse steps, 2 bullets, chest and head, Barzini collapses, Neri eliminates Tatalia in revolving door, trapped, nowhere running. Willie Chichi shoots Cuneo in elevator, Stracci in massage parlor, Mo Green in Vegas spa, shot through eye while receiving massage, symbolic. Green, who mocked Corleones, sees death approach, 5 family heads, eliminated in 10 minutes, while Michael recites prayers, while baby blessed, while family celebrates. Perfect alibi, perfect execution, perfect dawn, ceremony ends. Michael hands baby to Connie. Family exits church, sunshine, smiling faces, photos taken, life continues normal. But Michael knows, 5 families leaderless, power vacuum filled instantly by Corleone soldiers. New York belongs to him, Vegas belongs to him, everything belongs to him. Apollonia avenged, Sonny avenged, Vito protected, family secured, mission complete, cost calculated acceptable. This is Don thinking. This is monster Michael became. Later that day, Carlo Rizzi called to meeting, thinks promotion coming. Instead finds Clemenza, piano wire, strangulation. Betraying Sonny costs everything. Michael watches from car, no emotion. Brother avenged, list complete. Sicily to New York. 9-year revenge arc concludes. Apollonia can rest. Michael can't. Never again. Rest requires peace. Michael chose war eternal. Kay learns of deaths through television news. 5 mob bosses killed. Same day as baptism. Coincidence impossible. Confronts Michael in study. Michael, did you order these killings during nephew's baptism while standing as Godfather? Michael looks up from paperwork. Face blank. Kay, you know I don't discuss business. Kay persists. It was you. I know it was you. How can you stand in church promising to renounce Satan while murdering people? Michael stands, voice cold. Kay, what I do protects family, you, children, everyone. Don't question methods. Question whether family is safe. Answer is yes, because I do what's necessary. Kay realizes arguing useless. Change tactic. Connie told me Carlo is missing. She's hysterical. Michael, did you hurt Carlo? Question hangs. Michael considers lying. Decides truth. Carlo betrayed Sonny. Set up his death. Justice required answering. Yes, Carlo paid for treason. Kay backs away. Horror dawning. You killed your sister's husband? Father of her children? Michael, this is... Michael interrupts. Necessary. Word you keep refusing understanding. Necessary. Family can't tolerate traitors. Can't show weakness. Can't forgive betrayal. These are rules. Rules I follow. Rules keeping us alive. Kay whispers, you promised me. Said family would go legitimate. Said 5 years. It's been 8 years, Michael. 8 years of more violence, more bodies, more lies. When does it end? Michael responds honestly, never. This is what we are, what I am. You knew this marrying me. Chose ignoring truth. Now truth unavoidable. Accept or leave, but children stay. They're Corleones. Kay leaves study. Finds Connie weeping over Carlo's disappearance. Connie knows deep down. Knows Michael ordered it. Screams at him when he arrives home. You killed Carlo. You killed my husband. Michael remains calm. Carlo made choices. Choices have consequences. Be grateful you and children still have protection. Cold response. No apology. No comfort. Only logic. Only calculation. Sister collapses. Kay comforts her, both women united by horror, both victims of Michael's transformation, both prisoners of Corleone name. Evening, Kay approaches Michael one final time, needs hearing truth directly. Michael, I need you answering honestly. Did you kill Carlo? Michael looks at her, sees she needs believing him, needs thinking humanity remains, needs hope, makes calculation, lies smoothly, no. Holds eye contact, no flinching, perfect deception. Kay wants believing, desperately wants believing, studies his face, sees nothing, no tells, no guilt, decides trusting. Relief floods expression. Thank you, I knew you couldn't, I knew. Michael nods, embraces her mechanically, correct gesture, no warmth behind motion. Kay leaves study to check children. Behind her, Michael returns to desk. Capos arrive for meeting. Clemenza, Tessio, Neri. They kiss his hand. One by one, traditional respect for Don. Kay sees through doorway, sees men kneeling, sees Michael accepting homage, sees truth, finally, undeniably. Michael lied. Of course he lied. He's Don Corleone, Don's lie, Don's kill, Don's rule through fear disguised as respect. Kay watches as office door slowly closes, symbolically. Door between her and Michael, door between truth and lies, door between human and monster, final barrier erecting itself. She stands in hallway, excluded, separated, married to stranger, mother of his children, prisoner of his empire. Door clicks shut, sound final as grave closing. Kay realizes completely. Michael died in Sicily, Don Corleone survived, and she married Ghost. Inside study, Michael conducts business, discusses territories, divides spoils, plans expansions, voice steady, eyes cold, face blank, transformation complete. College boy who wanted legitimate life, dead 9 years. War hero who believed in honor, dead. Husband who loved Apollonia, dead. Man who could still feel, dead. Only Corleone remains, apex predator, perfect dawn, living monument to what mafia creates, what tragedy builds, what love's death births. This is Michael's legacy. This is Apollonia's gift, purchased with life. This is monster 3 seconds created. And this monster rules New York, untouchable, unreachable, unstoppable, forever. 23 years after baptism massacre. 33 years after Apollonia's death. Michael Corleone, 58 years old, sits alone in study at Lake Tahoe compound. Empire intact, but crumbling internally. Kay divorced him, took children. Courts granted custody despite Corleone influence. Even judges have limits. Mary, youngest daughter, lives with him. Anthony pursuing music career, refusing family business, history repeating. Michael wanted legitimate life once, son wants same. Irony burns, Fredo dead, ordered by Michael, brother betrayed family, paid ultimate price. Michael watched boat on Lake Tahoe, heard gunshot, felt nothing. Transformation so complete that fratricide registers as a business decision. No guilt, no remorse, just calculation. Fredo was weak link. Weak links eliminated. This is Don logic. This is monster Michael became. Tom Hagen dead. Heart attack 3 years ago. Lost only friend. Only person who remembered Michael before. Before restaurant. Before Sicily. Before transformation. Tom's funeral was moment. Michael almost felt something. Almost, but emotion died with Apollonia. Tom's death just confirmed Michael's isolation. Surrounded by soldiers, protected by walls, alone in ways wealth cannot fix. Vatican scandal brewing. Michael attempted going legitimate through church connections, discovers church as corrupt as mafia, more corrupt maybe. Billion-dollar fraud, archbishop murdered, Michael's money lost, legitimacy dream dying again, always dying, never achievable. Apollonia told him once, "With me you choose light," chose light, light exploded, darkness permanent. Mary enters study, 20-year-old daughter, innocent despite Corleone name, reminds Michael of Apollonia, same dark eyes, same genuine smile, same belief goodness exists, Michael tries protecting her from truth, from violence, from destiny. But destiny doesn't negotiate. Mary falls in love with Vincent Mancini, Michael's nephew, Sonny's illegitimate son, violence personified. Michael forbids relationship. Vincent is family business. You are innocent. Stay innocent. But Mary rebels, like Michael rebelled against Vito. Cycle continues. Vincent asks Michael during meeting, "Uncle Michael, why you never remarried after Aunt Kay? Many women interested. You're Don Corleone, powerful, rich." Question innocent, answer painful. Michael responds with rare honesty. "Vincent, I was married once in Sicily, long before your Aunt Kay, girl named Apollonia, 17 years old, killed by car bomb meant for me. That day, part of me died. Part that could love. Kay got remainder. Not enough, never enough. Now, nothing left to give." Vincent presses. "You loved her, this Apollonia?" Michael nods slowly. "Only true love I ever experienced. Pure, uncomplicated. She saw me, really saw me. Not Corleone, not Don, just Michael. College boy trying escaping violence. She was salvation. Her death was my damnation. Everything after? Consequence of that explosion. Every decision, every betrayal, every body, all traces back to October 1946. 3 seconds changed everything." Mary overhears conversation, realizes father carried secret pain entire life, hidden beneath coldness, beneath calculation, beneath Don mask. She approaches later. "Papa, tell me about Apollonia, please." Request catches Michael off guard. Nobody asks about Apollonia. Everyone knows rule. Past is forbidden territory. But Mary's eyes hold Apollonia's innocence. Michael cannot refuse. They sit in garden. Sunset painting, sky orange and red. Colors of Sicilian countryside. Colors of explosion. Michael speaks haltingly. "Apollonia made me believe I could be different person. Not soldier. Not Don. Just man who loved woman. We had 2 months, 8 weeks, 60 days. Not enough. Never enough. But those days were happiest I ever lived. Before or since?" Mary asks. "What happened, Papa?" Michael closes eyes, sees Alfa Romeo, sees Apollonia smiling, sees fire. Enemies planted bomb. She wanted learning to drive. American custom. I was teaching her English. American ways. She turned key. Explosion. Gone. 3 seconds from joy to ash. I ran toward car, too slow, always too slow. Held her while she died. Last thing she saw was my face, covered in her blood. Mary weeps. Michael doesn't. Cried last year in 1946. "Papa, I'm sorry, I didn't know." Michael opens eyes. Nobody knows. Kay knew facts, never understood meaning. Apollonia was a last chance at humanity. Her death made me this. Gestures to compound, to guards, to empire. Everything you see, everything I am, built on her grave. Monster she would hate, but monster that survives. Sicily. Michael returns, first time in 34 years. Cannot avoid anymore. Business requires presence. Vatican deal signing in Palermo. Michael walks streets of Corleone village. Everything changed, everything same. Finds cemetery. Small plot overlooking valley. Apollonia's grave, simple headstone. Apollonia Vitelli Corleone, 1929-1946. Beloved daughter and wife. Michael stands before grave. First time since funeral. Guards maintain distance. Private moment. Michael speaks to stone. "Apollonia, I became everything you wouldn't recognize. Everything you wouldn't love. Cold, ruthless, empty. But I protected family, like you asked. Protect your father, you said. I protected everyone. Cost was me. Cost was us. Cost was humanity you saw in me. Wind rustles olive trees. Same trees from 1946. Witnesses to romance, to tragedy, to transformation." Michael continues. "Kay divorced me. Children don't understand me. Fredo dead by my order. Tom dead from stress. Empire crumbling despite everything. I won every battle, lost every war. You died saving me from bomb. I died anyway, slower, more painfully. 34 years dying." Michael kneels. First time kneeling since baptism, where he ordered massacres. Place his hand on headstone, cold marble, like his heart. I never loved again, never could. You were light. Your death taught me light is weakness. Enemies target what you love. So I stopped loving, stopped feeling, stopped being Michael, became Don Corleone, perfect Don, perfect monster, perfect tragedy, memories flood. Apollonia teaching him Sicilian dialect, her laughter at his mistakes, wedding night, morning walks, plans for future, children they would have, life they would build, all vaporized in 3 seconds. Our child died with you, Michael whispers. Unborn, unnamed, another ghost haunting me. Sometimes wonder who he would be. Better than me, had to be better than me. Guards approach respectfully. Don Corleone, car waiting, meeting in 1 hour. Michael stands slowly, knees stiff, age catching up, looks at grave final time. Apollonia, if God exists and justice real, I see you eventually. Apologize properly, explain why I became this. Maybe you forgive me, maybe you don't. Either way, you were salvation I couldn't keep. Goodbye, my love, forever goodbye. Michael leaves cemetery, returns to Palermo. Business continues, empire functions, Don commands. But walking away from grave, something breaks, finally. 34 years delayed grief, cracks foundation. Michael realizes truth. Apollonia's death didn't make him strong, made him empty. Strength and emptiness aren't same, but Michael confused them for decades. Survival isn't living, power isn't peace, legacy isn't love. Opera House, days later. Michael attends performance with Mary and Vincent. Celebration of Vatican deal. Michael sits in box watching stage. Soprano sings tragic aria. Death aria, love lost, destiny fulfilled. Michael understands. This is his life. Opera, tragedy disguised as entertainment. Performance hiding pain. Gunshot, assassin in balcony. Bullet meant for Michael. Mary steps forward, takes bullet instead. Repeats Apollonia's sacrifice. Different country, different decade, same result. Innocent girl dies protecting Michael. Mary collapses. Michael catches her. Blood everywhere, screaming, chaos. Mary's eyes find his. Confusion, fear, recognition. Papa. One word, last word, dies in Michael's arms. Apollonia's death replaying. History's cruelest repetition. Michael screams, silent scream, mouth open, no sound emerges, soul finally shattering after 34 years holding together. 2 loves, 2 deaths, 2 transformations. First death created Dawn, second death destroys Dawn. What remains? Nothing. Husk, empty shell, animated corpse, function without purpose. Michael Corleone dies in Opera House holding Mary's body. Takes days for body realizing soul already left. Years later. 1997, Michael elderly, sick, alone. Returns Sicily final time. Sits in courtyard where married Apollonia 51 years ago. Same stones, same view. Different man, destroyed man. Guards nearby. Vincent runs family now. Michael retired, waiting for death, welcoming death. Michael reflects on life. 76 years, most wasted. College, 3 years being human. War, 3 years being soldier. Sicily, 2 months being happy. Remaining 69 years being dawn, being monster, being tragedy. Apollonia, Michael whispers to empty air. You were right, I chose light with you. Light died, should have died with it. Instead lived in darkness. 50 years darkness. For what? Empire crumbling, family scattered, everyone I loved dead or gone. Victory means nothing, survival means nothing. 50 years too late, learning lesson you taught in 8 weeks. Michael slumps in chair, heart failing, vision blurring. Sees figure approaching through haze. Young woman, dark hair, white dress. Apollonia? Impossible. Mary? Also impossible. Hallucination maybe. Or death arriving. Figure smiles, extends hand. Michael reaches, falls forward. Orange falls from lap. Mimicking father's death. But Vito died playing with grandson, surrounded by love. Michael dies alone, reaching for ghost. Appropriate ending for man who chose emptiness over emotion, for Dawn who survived everything except living. Final truth crystallizes in dying moment. Apollonia didn't make him Dawn. Michael chose becoming Dawn, used her death as excuse, as justification, as permission. She represented path not taken, life unlived, humanity abandoned. Her death was convenient tragedy, allowed transformation Michael secretly wanted, power over love, control over vulnerability, survival over living. Apollonia was salvation. Michael refused, because accepting salvation required remaining human. Remaining human required risking pain. Michael chose avoiding pain, chose coldness, chose being Dawn. And Don Corleone, Michael discovers in final seconds, dies alone, always, inevitably, perfectly.